Do you want to boost your metabolism? That means burning more calories? Well, I've got 5 tips for you in 5 minutes. And this is about research. No fads, this is just straight up science. Welcome to Healthspan Digest. I am Healthspan coach Aaron Shaw, and I have nearly 3 decades of experience in the rehab and fitness industries. I practice as an OT, hand therapist, strength coach, competitive athlete, and a health span coach. I have do consultations, and I have some clients that I've worked with continuously for many, many years, all focused on the concept of their health span. Specifically, health span is the duration of time within our lifespan that we are healthy, active, vibrant, and free of disease, ideally free of diseases that are preventable. And I can certainly get long-winded about health span, all things related to health span, but not today. Today is 5 minutes. Don't start your watch yet, but this is going to be 5 minutes, 5 tips to boost your metabolism. These are actionable, real life things you can do. The 5 pillars of health span, which I talk about in my other episodes and on social media and with my clients with, include exercise, nutrition, sleep, emotional well-being, and preventative care. These are the essence of things that will help us live a long, vibrant life. Here are 5 concise, actionable tips on boosting your metabolism. That means burning more calories. These are calories that we are probably storing in our midsection and on our hips and everywhere else on our body. But the key here is boosting your metabolism. How can you do that? Here we go. 5 tips in 5 minutes, starting now. Tip number one, build muscle with strength training. So incorporating resistance training 2 to 3 times per week, ideally at least 3 times per week, will boost your metabolism. Resistance training requires your muscles will adapt, your muscles will grow, and those muscles need fuel. So it will necessarily start pulling fuel, pulling calories from your body, and therefore boosting your metabolism. What is not strength training? What is not resistance training? Is yoga does not count. Pilates does not count. Going for a walk does not count. Hiking does not count. Those are all great things to do, so certainly do those. Do not confuse those activities with building muscle for strength training. This is resistance training. It has hands down the best, the most powerful impact on your metabolism, on boosting your metabolism. Build some muscle. Number two, increase your protein intake. Increasing your proteins or making sure you have high quality sources of protein at every meal has been shown to have an effect, positive effect on your metabolism. It has a higher thermic effect than carbs and fats, meaning that your body literally needs to burn more calories to digest the protein that you're eating. So it's kind of a win-win scenario. So think about focusing on the macros of any given meal, and there's plenty of apps out there, and you can look at things online. I was just taking a week or even just a couple of days and documenting what you eat and seeing what the distribution of fat, carbohydrates, and protein is. And after you assess it, take a look, think, is there a way you can bump up that protein intake a little bit more? Because that will have, again, a thermic effect on your body. So your body's going to have to turn up the heat, turn up the thermos to utilize that protein. So give that a shot. Tip number three, stay hydrated. So there's research that shows that increasing having a high intake of water can increase your metabolic rate. So what I really suggest for my clients is wake up in the morning, have a full glass of water as soon as you wake up. I'm in the habit now of I have an electrolyte mix in my morning water, but it is waking up and literally pounding a glass of water with an electrolyte mix. Do that upon waking, because again, you haven't been consuming any water all night long. Drink a full glass of water before you have lunch and drink another full glass of water before eating dinner. So oftentimes that can help satiate what we often feel is I'm hungry, I'm starving, I got to eat a bunch of food and really kind of consume too many calories. Oftentimes that is really like a craving or a response to not being hydrated well enough. So stay hydrated, it'll boost your metabolism. Tip number four, add high intensity interval training into your weekly workouts. Get a couple of sessions per week and high intensity. I mean, these are exercises just as it sounds. It is very effortful, pretty quickly safe, but pretty quickly paced exercises. And that could be that these exercise routines would include things that are often like running, jumping, integrated with some weightlifting, although you're not going to be lifting weights quickly. It's still going to be safe, but it's really making sure you get your heart rate up and your heart rate stays up. Similar, concept of this would be doing interval training on a bike or running, where you're going very, very hard, resting a little bit, going very, very hard again. The sum total is after 20, 30, 60 minutes of doing high intensity interval training, your metabolism really gets fired up and will stay sustained for hours after you're done. So even after you're done doing high intensity interval training, your body is still burning through all of your stored fat, all of your energy stores, and you are literally burning more calories even at rest from doing this high intensity interval training. Tip number 5. I'm going to repeat tip number 1. Yes, it's kind of cheating, so it's actually 4 tips plus plus a repeat one. Strength training. If you do nothing else for your health, if you do nothing else for your health span, for your emotional well-being, for your cognitive benefits, for your metabolic benefits, for your self-esteem, for managing blood sugar, for speeding up your metabolism, it is strength training. Please add strength training a couple of days per week into your daily routine. And if you don't know how to start, please message me, let me know. Look at my stuff online on YouTube, check out other podcasts, but please, if nothing else, to boost your metabolism, strength train. And there, my friends, is 5 minutes, 5 tips in 5 minutes. Please share this episode with someone who you love, who really wants to boost their metabolism. Arguably, we all have some extra stores of calories that we store as fat, and that's often like the main thing that people focus on. And instead of trying to starve yourself away and try to get your body to utilize that extra stored energy, your body needs a reason to use that energy. And having muscles is exactly what consumes all of those stored calories. The more muscles you have, the higher your metabolism, because your muscles need that fuel. So please share this episode with somebody who could use a little some tips about their metabolism. And of course, feel free to message me if you want my help with boosting your metabolism. So thanks for listening. Till next time. Cheers.